Right hand. Judah's got his gloves down now. Another right hand and back it up. Judah's hurt.
That's twice he's nodded, but hey, those were good shots.
And Mayweather knows.
Mayweather opened a little more than 5-1, dropped to 4-1, went up to 5-1, then up to 6-1. So ultimately, most of the money went on Mayweather, but there was heavy two-way action in this fight. Part of the foundation for this fight.
Whoa! Tightening up here.
Judah ended up in a sparring session with Ferguson, and Mayweather thought he was a little too aggressive, but he took advantage of the undercuts. Nice leaping left hook there by Mayweather. Hasim Rahman is there, and he says to Mayweather, hey, aren't you trying to fight a left-hander? Why don't you spar Zab? So a couple days later, they did spar, and Mayweather came back and beat Artie Sanchez twice that year, and Zab ultimately lost to David Diaz. Nice left hand there by Judah.
Zab Judah shocked the world tonight. He's certainly capable. Floyd, very cautious. His right hand.
And he already had the amazing defensive skills that his father taught him, made him a more complete fighter. But tonight he has yet to turn any of that up. More the aggressor this part of this round at least than he has been to any point in the fight so far.
His corner was saying that Judah doesn't want to fight him. I don't think Judah will get knocked out, is what Judah's trying not to do. And he's doing a good job offensively. Or in Zab's case, not talking. There's some of the quickness and movement from Floyd. But when he is focused, he's good.
He is. Nice work up and down by Mayweather with a left hook.
Welterweight championship action. Floyd Mayweather Jr.
And if he does, of course, he's on top of the world again.
Here in Las Vegas a few years ago. Judah's left hand is giving him trouble.
Lead left hand from Judah. A couple of nice right hands downstairs from Mayweather could pay dividends later in the fight. By a fight-changing punch in the 7th round against Baltimore, but Mayweather's not been able to test that chin yet. That was the closest he got right there with that left hook.
Round 5. Mayweather's still trying to find his combination in the formula. His corner likes him working on the body.
Well, it looked last round like Mayweather in the third round and early in the 4th, like he was beginning to get things turned completely in his favor, and then one shot kind of changed the course.
Mayweather just turned 29 in February.
Well, there may be some thought in Mayweather's camp that Judah has had a tendency to fade late in some fights, including against Baltimore, that he's got a suspect chin.
Going to the body.
For the first time, Judah looks like he doesn't really know what to do with Mayweather for the first time in the fight.
Another right hand and a left hook. Judah's getting hit here. An angry fighter is not necessarily a good fighter. You kind of do stupid things. And Mayweather could be able to take advantage of that.
They told him, that Roger Mayweather told Floyd, his nephew, in the corner that he doesn't have to back up from Judah, that he can come forward against this guy.
And he knows what he's got to do.
There's no question about it. And I mean, Zab Judah's a guy who's fought his whole career at 140 and 147. This is Mayweather's 2nd fight at the weight. This has been the point in some fights where Zab tends to have a little lackadaisical period and not perform. If that's the case, we're going to have to see if he gets a 2nd win, because you can't give away a string of rounds to Mayweather. He's the best front runner in the sport. It's more what we expected to see of him early in the fight.
Judges like the guy who forces the action. In case you just joined us, we're going down to the end of round 6 now, 10 seconds left.
Judah caught Mayweather on the end of that right hand, no effect.
Scheduled for 12 from Las Vegas, the Thomas & Mack Center. Welterweight championship of the world. Mayweather fighting at 147 for just the 2nd time in his career in the red trucks. It would be Floyd Mayweather if you could start from scratch. You just say, here's the model.
And his activity level has diminished as the rounds have progressed, Alan. He's just not letting his hands go like he was the first 3 or 4 rounds of this fight.
He's getting one upside the head. Now he sticks out his tongue. Right hand. he might want to consider getting out of there, but
when Judah does throw, it does not have the same zip it did early in the fight. Mayweather has broken him down with those body shots.
That right hand. You know what? I think he's having trouble breathing. I really do. From when they worked on him in the corner.
A brain's a terrible thing to have sometimes.
Well, he's been talking to Mayweather again. And you know what? Mayweather's just good enough to punish him. Right hand, bang, bang.
He may be just.
Judah finally threw a left.
An interesting fight. I think that's why it went fast, because there's been real ebb and flow, real contrast with Judah doing well early and winning in our estimation, and he has hurt Mayweather in this fight.
He is capable. I just think I saw his eyes. I watched him in the corner. I don't see any confidence. I love a fighter who works the body. That's what I loved about Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It's like he took a tree and started chopping it until it fell over. Right hand. Judah's got his gloves down now. Another right hand and backed it up. Judah's hurt.
That's twice he's nodded, but hey, those were good shots.
And Mayweather knows it. I thought that was part of the game. Step on the foot and hit him.
There's not much you can do with a right-hander and a left-hander in those situations sometimes. You
you remember in the corner, Roger said we're going to make him quit on his stool. We're going to make him
it's his right eye. He's really puffing up badly there.
Going to make him quit on the stool, they said. Mayweather is at his best. That's all I can tell you. Not to say that Judah might not be able to land that big punch.
For that little 4-round session at the top-ranked gym, and Mayweather's just wearing him out.
I believe the story now.
I do too.
Floyd's not a fighter who looks for the knockout, but he certainly can deliver it. He looks to do his job as best as he can. I really do.
He has hit him right on the belt a couple times.
To the winner by unanimous decision and new champion, still undefeated from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.